Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday morning to you. I hope that your day is going well. My morning is starting out. I slept in a little bit today. Feeling a little tired. This week has been busier for us, and so I'm like, yesterday I was like, wow, I'm really tired. I didn't film because I filmed last week a little bit double, so I got a little bit of time, and I was sitting there, I was like, but last night I was like, it was 7:30, and I told Greg, I'm like, I am so tired. All I want to do is go to bed right now. I slept until like, it is almost 7:30 right now, so long night of sleeping. This mama's getting old. The age is coming through. But it's okay. It is okay. So we had a great time. We had a great time for my birthday. Had a great time at Jaden's and just felt like a very blessed mama. So it was a really good time. Side note, the cake at Publix, we got a Publix chocolate cake. Whatever. They're so good. Like store cakes, I find are a little airier. Even Sam's Club is a little bit better. The Publix that we had a chocolate one, it was very good. The cake was nice and thick, like not very dense. It was just delicious. I was surprised for a store cake. Sometimes I'm always like, yeah, store cake's okay. It was very, very good. So good on that. That was a really good thing. And then the ice cream was good. I was thinking anything else. And then I opened up my phone. These are all side notes. I'm just remembering to tell you because I haven't talked to you. Is if you have the Publix app on your birthday, they give you either a free quart of, or half gallon, or is it half gallon? It's like the container, regular container of ice cream, or a cake, like a I think they call it a bar cake. So I was like, what? And it goes for like the whole week. I was like, so I have to go get some milk and stuff this week because we're running out of some stuff. And I saw that. I was like, that's a really good thing. I'm gonna go get myself a free birthday thing. So anyways, if you're a Publix person, I did not know that it popped up, and I was like, very interesting. So yay for Publix. So positive on that. Got some beautiful flowers right there. Got some yellow roses, got some pink ones, and it was just all around beautiful time. So it's been busy. So now I'm like, okay, I need to make some food today because we need to eat. So it's been a busy couple days, and we made food. You know what? I also did another note. Hamburger buns. Okay, so I've made these before multiple times on my channel. I've always cooked them longer, like 20 to 30 minutes. They're a little bit, they're firmer. They're more crispy on top. Okay, that's fine. They taste good. For whatever reason, I looked at my original recipe and it said bake for 10 minutes. And I was like, 10 minutes, that's not that long. No, that's what it needs to bake for. Because do you know how it is when you put bread in the oven and you bake it and then you're like, is it done? And you can't really test the inside of bread. As soon as you poke it, you know, it just deflates. So I'm like, let me try the 10-minute rule. I did. Here's the hamburger buns. It made it like a soft, squishy. Here's one that was half eaten, or not half cut. It's a regular squishy hamburger bun. So I learned something new. I've been making these for years, and in my head, bake them longer, make sure they're cooked. No, you don't even need to. 10 minutes, it makes it like a real packaged bun. So I just learned that yesterday. I thought, I was like, I want to make sure I tell you guys that. So anyways, burgers we had yesterday. Today we're gonna make some more food. So it is baking day. So what I need to do for my baking day today is pretzels. Those pretzels got eaten up real quick. So I have a one size batch here. I'm gonna make quadruple today. Yeah, a lot of pretzels because they go quick. A lot of people, it goes through. So I thought I'll get up, I'll do double. I wasn't sure how much to shove into my machine. I'm like, could I do quadruple in there? I'm like, I might. I didn't want to do that. So let's do 2 at a time because that's what I did last time. We'll make our pretzel dogs because that was really good, and then make some pretzels, and then I'll do some more pretzels because that was really good. And then I do a bunch of soups. Soups are easy. Everybody loves soups. Variety is the spice of life, and variety is great for large families because everybody can grab the kind they like. So I'm going to do that today. What else do I got on my list? I got to make dinner, and then I also need to make some treats because we don't have any treats. So we're going to have a busy day today. I'm just going to bring you along. I'm going to get going because my time is, I have like a little bit of time today. Like, I slept in, and I was like, I got up with Greg, and I was like, I gotta go back to bed. And he's like, yeah, definitely go back to bed. And so, but I'm like in my head thinking, I gotta get up and make food. I gotta get up and make food for the house gets loud. And so I'm like, that's okay. I just went back to bed, and I'm like, you know what? Whatever I can do, I can do. So, but I'm gonna hope that I'm gonna be able to get all this done before we gotta head out. So be ready for a wonderful day. I'm ready for amazing, beautiful Wednesday. We're making food like we did last week, but it's so good. That's why we're making it. So let's go. Okay, we're gonna use our handy trusty dough machine. This thing is amazing. Amazing. Again, busy day, so can you guys just screenshot if you want that right there? Let me hold it. Just a busier day for editing. Thank you for the grace. So I'm going to double mine and put this in here with my melted butter. I'm getting my water here, getting it warm. let that sit for just a few minutes, and then we will add in our flour. It'll mix up and do its thing. Let me get all my stuff out for my soup next. Okay, I'm not gonna start soup. I'm gonna start on cookies after. Let's get this done. I can't remember. I think last time I used regular flour. You guys will probably remind me if I did. But I'm like, I think I'll do bread flour to see if like, they were delicious. Delicious beyond delicious. But I wonder, like just like the bagels, they're good with all purpose. But when you add bread flour, it just makes them like have more structure. So I'm gonna try the bread flour. I'm sure it'll be good. Maybe I'll do 2 with bread and 2 with not, maybe. So it is 4.5 cups. So I'm gonna turn this on and just add this in here. Okay, that's gonna do its thing over there. I watched it. That's the greatest. If you could get a purchase this year, I know you share like different products and different things. That is amazing. My friend Dana told me about it. Game changer. I thought for sure I'd want to upgrade my KitchenAid, and that's a lot. These are like the nicer ones were a lot of money, like $150, a little bit less. I think if you can get a coupon. So get yourself a dough machine if you like making a lot of doughs. It was definitely a winner. It's very loud when you're filming. I've talked to my microphone. But heck, noises are noises, so that's a good thing. It'll do the work. I don't do anything else. Now, last time I made those Mama Bell's, her peanut butter chocolate chip cookies, and we added the butterscotch pudding to it. I don't know what happened. I like butterscotch. Did not like them, and I felt bad because I even made them, and I was like, wow, her cookies will be delicious. I know they will be. Was not happy with them, and we made such a large amount. I threw them away. I did, and that's bad. I do not like throwing anything away at all, at all. We just didn't like them. So I was like, her cookies are so good. The chocolate chip ones are amazing. And someone told me in the comments to do vanilla pudding. She said she'd probably like it better. I think you would be exactly right. So I want to redeem the Mama Bell cookies because I know they're delicious. I know they're delicious. I want to make her M&M chocolate chip ones because they're so good. They're delicious. We've been making them forever, ever since we found her recipe. They're a winner. So I'm going to put in my mixer here. It's 2/3 cup of regular margarine and shortening. Mix it up, and then you put in, I think it's a cup of sugar. Hold on. A cup of sugar and a cup of brown sugar. Let's mix it up. When I was adding my sugar, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm doubling this. Make sure you double this. Now, I wanted to look in her cookbook because when I made the peanut butter cookies, she said to cream it for 5 minutes. I'm like, 5 minutes is a long time. I've never done it that long. So it did say that in her chocolate chip ones too. Maybe it makes them softer. I don't know. I've never done them that long, so I think I'll just kind of do what we've done before. So I'm going to add my eggs. It's 2 eggs for each one. I have a little bit of egg whites left from, I don't even know. Oh, don't drop that in there. And so I'm just going to add that in there so there's no waste. And then vanilla. And mix her up. And then we'll do our dry ingredients. Some like $1 million eggs. I remember back in the day I found an egg replacer at a discount store. Probably would come in real good handy now, but that's okay. You just do less eggs, that's all. Okay, while this is mixed, I'm going to get all my floury ingredients together. Let's go read what it says, because everything's so loud. It's going to be loud, sorry. It's 3 cups of flour, a package of vanilla instant pudding. Oh, that's done. Teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of baking soda. And then just mix it up together before we add it. This dough is much firmer using the bread flour, so I'm going to turn it on. Ferment. Don't I ferment it? Did I ferment it? I'm pretty sure I did. Let me see. What did I just do last week? Yeah, Mariah's still double. Okay, so turn and ferment. That can do its thing. Let's make it a bowl. Then you add 2 cups of, I did a cup of mini and a cup of M&Ms. I know these will turn out amazing because they are tried and true. Hold on. Tried and true and wonderful. I always feel like you should do one tester, but I think it's gonna be just fine. I know it is because we've been doing these ones. So just put them on your cookie sheet and then we're gonna bake them. I'm waiting on the oven to preheat because I did not do that. So no bakes, that's a batch that was requested. So it's 2 cups of sugar in here, half a stick of butter, half a stick of butter and half a cup of milk. Put 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder in there and let that heat to 230. Get yourself a thermometer, that is the key. I've done the 5 minutes, the 3 minutes, nothing works. 230, and then you are good for the right hardness of the cookie. Let that come out. Aren't you grateful for staples and things that people like so that you can just kind of know what to make? One of the hardest things to do is like, okay, what is everybody gonna eat? What does everybody like? Most people are like, yeah, I don't know, I don't care. So it's nice when they say, make more cookies, make more of those pretzels, they were really good. So make soup because we all like soup. Just a little like less stress on the mama to like figure out what's everybody gonna eat. Because I think that's always the case, is like, what's everybody gonna have? What's everybody gonna like? You wanna make something that everybody's happy with. You don't want anybody to go hungry, not at all. Especially when you have a lot of people. So it's good. I'm waiting on my temperature here. My oven, I have to turn on high bake, preheat it, and then I turn it down to the conventional bake. So I'm gonna put this in. All right, so this you want to let come to a boil, which mine is boiling. You want it to be at 230 consistently. Move your thermometer around a little bit, make sure it gets at 230. We're almost there. Okay, 230, is that our peanut butter? I'm gonna add 3 cups of quick oatmeal in here, stirred in, and then we will put on the parchment paper. My dough is risen up, not completely like double, but we got lots to do today, so we're gonna kind of stop the process. It's still nice and fluffy, which is good. So I'm gonna put it over here and then let this sit for a minute, and then I'm gonna start on another batch. Yeah, like it's good dough, look at that. Look at that dough. It's gonna be good. These are so good. I was even impressed with the way they turned out last time. I'm like, wow, they turned out amazing. So it's gotta be the mixer because I've had the recipe forever and never was like, wow, these are amazing. So I think it's the mixing ability. Maybe I just need to knead it more by hand. Okay, so that's gonna sit for just a second. Okay, that's gonna sit for a minute. Let's go back over here. I'm gonna add the same stuff all into here so we can do the next batch.
It's so unnecessary dwelling about the past, 'cause I know that God is good, He led me to where I'm at. Sometimes I feel like giving up, you're giving in, but everything happens for a reason. It won't always be blue skies ahead. Sometimes you might need a helping hand, just like iron sharpens iron, making me stronger, calling me higher. When we come together, just like iron sharpens iron, making us stronger, calling us higher. When we're helping each other, we're growing together.
doing really good. Getting the cookies out. Now we gotta go back over here and do the dough. So I'm gonna take this. This is a double batch. I'm gonna cut it in half, roll it out into a rectangle, and cut it in 8 strips. Then we'll wrap it around the hot dog. That'll go over here, and the other ones I'll try to form into the pretzel. Do my best.
Have it all, but I know I'll be alright. He's gonna challenge me to be the best I can be, and to give back to those who need it. It won't always be.
I think the last time I rolled it up a little bit longer because it seemed like I always had a lot of extra dough. No big deal, just kind of squish it and put this in ferment.
Just like I am, sharp inside, making me stronger, calling me higher. When we come together, just like I am, sharp inside, making us stronger, calling us higher. When we're helping each other, we're growing together.
Let's do our best rolling these out, kind of flinging them a little bit to them thin, and try to make a pretzel shape. Best I can. Put it over here, we'll make a bunch of them, and then we'll dip them in water. Maybe this will get done, cookies will get done. I can do another batch and just do it all at one time. That'd be good.
Calling me higher, just like I am, sharp inside, making me stronger, calling me higher. When we come together, just like I am, sharp inside.
Okay, this time around they look a little prettier, so we'll see how they do. I don't want to smush too many because I know if I let them rise a little bit, they'll get bigger, so I will just do multiple pans. I'll be a little bit different, but that is okay. So I did 2 hearts with that last one because it kind of flopped. So cookies coming out. I'll get those going, get the next batch in because I want to get all the cookies done before I do the pretzels. And then I have to boil the pretzels, so I don't want to start on too many soups yet until I get the pretzels done. But we're moving along, still early. I don't want to hurry it along. Do I get the water out and start boiling these? I'll have one more batch after this, and then that'll be it. Then I can put the pretzels in. So what do you do? What do you do? Hold on, let me think. Okay, wash my dishes in the sink, moving and grooving. You're gonna take water in your pot and you're gonna boil in. It's gonna be half a cup of baking soda. So let that come to a boil, and then you're gonna drop your stuff in there and let it cook for a few minutes. I think I put it in my cooker 30 seconds, but it's a little bit longer I found here. Maybe it's different here. And then we put it out, and the cookies, I got one more pan. I just got a small one out. That'll go in, then these will go in for, I think it's $4.25 for 10 to 15 minutes. It's only good if you do 20 things at once. So I'm gonna get on my next batch, put it out here and start cutting out. I'll drop some in, just keep moving. I'm gonna drop hot dogs in there and then roll out some of these just because of the time. Egg, like an egg yolk, and then I'm gonna put some pretzel salt on mine, and then some of the not bagels, these are pretzels. I'll do the everything bagel topping, but this is good. This one's a little bit like thinner. I just want to roll it out. I won't roll it so thin, and then that way it helps to roll. But they're gonna be delicious. Whatever, it's still gonna be delicious. I've found the more you do something, you perfect it more and more as time goes on. Okay, as always, I'm overfilling this. Don't overfill it because it's harder to stir the things. Just do like 2, that'll be better. Whatever fits in your pot. So might want to come undone here. I'm laughing because you know how eggs are $1 million? They are, right? So I had the egg right by the sink and I cracked the first one. I was like, wait a minute, the yolk is not gonna come out first, it's gonna be the white. So I put that in the container and I got another one. And I cracked the next egg and I literally dropped it into the sink and I like watched it drop and then went down below. I was gonna like, I get it. And then it like went below my grate and I'm like, oh. Because you know they're a lot of money, but it's okay. One went down the sink, let's just spread this on there.
I felt beaten down. I was looking for a calling, felt lonely in a crowd. I was searching for the answers, too blind to see the signs. He was always by my side. He shed his light and picked me up. I'm safe in him.
These ones look a little bit prettier over here. I think the key is just roll the dough. I was thinking cutting the dough was better, like putting it out and cutting and doing strips, but I think rolling it. So just divide your dough up. The pizza cutter worked really good, and then just roll out the pieces, much better. We're coming along, getting things done.
I saw a ray of hope, and he led me out the dark. God's forever faithful, he'll always lift you up. I was looking for the answers, too blind to see the signs. He was with me all this time. No, he never left my side. He shed his light and
So I'm gonna get another cup of coffee here. I'm gonna just finish up these pretzels first, get the last batch in. The cookies are done over there, they look great. And then I will focus on my soups after, but get these cooked up. So then it's just like one less mess, wipe everything up, then start fresh.
and the greatest love there is. The greatest love there is. The greatest love. The greatest love there is.
Doing dishes, I'm putting them in the dishwasher because the dishwasher is clean, so I don't take up counter space as best I can. They will put those away when they get up and get moving, get things done. So just keep flipping and doing the pretzels.
He shed his light and picked me up. I'm safe in his arms. I found my bliss in the greatest love there is.
Time for new washcloth and new towel. All right, so the pretzels are still cooking. I got them coming out over here. I got one more batch in the oven. I'm just gonna keep going. So what's another great thing you make in the middle of winter when it's 85 degrees in Florida? A bunch of soups. Now, my kids really enjoyed having soups on hand. Like, I like how I could do the breakfast beforehand and then put it in the refrigerator and they can just kind of eat it for the next few days, the next week. That works good. Soup works really good as well because they all love soup. They all love different kinds. And you can grab it, you can have it with the pretzel, you can make a sandwich, whatever they want to do, but I really enjoy this. So I have got 4 pots out because we are gonna make 4 soups. The same 4 soups I make because we like them. So we're doing tomato, potato, broccoli, and chicken noodle. Winners all around. So I only have 3 bigger pots and like this one. So we're gonna do the tomato one in here. So let me get out my stuff for this. And you know what, I'm not gonna worry about, usually you add, like for this one, you start with flour, sugar, and baking soda, then you make your paste. I'm just gonna put it all together. You know why? I have an immersion blender. Immersion blender will mix everything up. I won't even have to worry about doing anything. So actually, I'm just gonna put everything in here. Let's go against the grain, just put everything here. Let me get my stuff out. So if you got an immersion blender, just throw everything in here. It works. This recipe, do you want a snapshot of it? Sorry, I'm gonna have to do snapshots this week. Can you do that? Some week, does that work? Some weeks are better for me than others. Some weeks I have a tired week. Some weeks I have a week that I don't feel very good. So this week's just extra busy and I just don't want to have to be editing for too long today, even though it's going to be a little bit. So it's 2 tablespoons. Let's do double. 2 tablespoons right there. 2 tablespoons of flour. And you're going to add a tablespoon of sugar. Oh, yeah, that was definitely what I needed. All right, baking soda. 12 for baking soda. A little bit of baking soda. Just like a pinch. All right, you're gonna add in your milk. It's 4 cups of milk total. 2 for each recipe. Second time's done. Might as well get it going. And tomato sauce in here. Okay, and then I'm gonna add in, what do we got here? It is Italian seasoning instead of just basil. Don't be afraid of spices. If you don't spice things up, that's what makes everything taste way better. I'm learning. I mean, I've learned. Like even going out to eat and eating from like store foods, I'm like, there is no flavor in that food at all. So you need to add your own spices. Okay, you know what I like adding is this onion powder. I will probably buy this, not in the big container though, because that big container, it always gets hard and then it's like you gotta like scrape it out. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this in here and a little bit of this in here. Okay, and then you know what I'm gonna do? Secret ingredient. There's always a secret ingredient. Chicken bouillon used to be the secret ingredient. Tomato bouillon is a secret ingredient. Add that in there. Perfect. Okay, let me mix this all up here and I will get my immersion blender out and we will just do that. I probably should just do that first, right? No sense. Why even bother? Just get the immersion blender. My plug is not working right there. Greg's gotta fix them. So I had to like stretch that a little bit. It's good. You know what I love about that? It's like perfect. Eyeballing it, it tastes amazing. So yeah, winner done. Tomato soup done. Let it come to a boil. It'll be thicken. Great. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, next one we're gonna do is chicken noodle soup. I'm gonna take my frozen onions, a little bit of garlic, saute that with some celery, Just let it saute for a few minutes, add my chicken bouillon to it, add water. I've got frozen chicken fajita meat, put that in there with some frozen vegetables, let it come to a boil, smash it apart to kind of break apart that chicken, and then add pasta, and that'll be done. I opened this originally, I thought it smelled like peppers. I'm like, that's not celery. Okay. Change battery. Okay, tomato soup's a little bit thicker, and sometimes it depends on how you want it. You can add water to it. The recipe does say to add water to it. You just do whatever you would like to do. I've got that here. That looks amazing. Homemade tomato soup, you make it really quick, and look at it, it's perfect. Some people like it watery. I think my family likes it thicker, so I don't mind doing it thicker. Okay, perfect. Let's get this. These are sauteing. Test it. Oh yeah, wiener. Chicken noodle, let's get some spices in there. A little bit of celery. I will do a little bit more onion. We're gonna put some salt and pepper in there. I need the bigger burner, so I'm gonna switch those around. All right, so this has come to a good cooking where I feel like it's good. Now I'm gonna add mixed vegetables. A chunk of mixed vegetables, that'll be good. And then some of this. Okay, chicken noodle soup is easy enough. I'm just gonna add water to this. Add chicken bouillon. You got stock, go ahead, and then I'll just kind of let that cook. See the big chunks of chicken? We will kind of break it apart as it kind of simmers, and then I'll add pasta to it. That's done. Let's keep moving around. Over here is gonna be broccoli cheddar soup. So I'm going to put in here, we're gonna saute some, because we got this. So, some celery. I can break that better. Like I said, usually I'm a little more like frugal with these, but these onions are very potent, very potent. And like I can smell them all in my freezer, Where the last batch, like I double bagged them and put that bread there, you did not smell them. This time I am smelling them, so I don't mind using them up a little bit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I need to get out my big giant chopping machine and do potatoes, and I was just gonna do carrots in there, but since I'm right here, I'll just chop these up. They're little ones. I'm gonna do potato soup. I bought potatoes, and I was gonna do like a bunch of mashed potatoes this month. I have not made a bunch of mashed potatoes, because I think on my list I had things like meatloaf to make, and a bunch of other meat dishes like Salisbury steak, and I was gonna do potatoes, but we only, for whatever reason, we've been making more meat hamburger stuff, and so I found that I'm like, I only have a little bit left. I might still make it, but I didn't want to, I'm trying to use up my chicken. I have a lot of chicken, so I'm trying to see if I can get down, like I bought all those meats, I think it was before in December, and I stocked up on meats, probably November, right? I think in November. And so I'm gonna try to like even out what I use up so that I don't just run out of hamburger and have to go get more hamburger, that I kind of run out of it at the same time. That's my goal. We'll see if it works out. If not, that's okay. But so the potatoes, I was like, we're gonna do mashed potatoes, but that's okay. So I have more, but I wanna get out my big giant chopping machine because that like chops it like a beast. So I was gonna do carrots in there. I'll just chop these, and I'll use my immersion blender here and kind of swirl this up. So what I'm gonna do here is chop, chop, chop. And then I found a container of this in the freezer, and it's been in there for a little bit. So instead of like throwing it out or not doing anything with it, I'm gonna put it right in the soup. Yes, I am, and that works out really good. Okay, so we're just sauteing this, and then we'll add all of our delicious stuff to it. It'll be wonderful. Might as well put more veggies in if you got it. No sense wasting it. All my pretzels are done. They look wonderful and amazing over there. Very happy with them. I think the last time I didn't cook all of them until they were really dark on top, so these ones I did a little bit more. Oops, there goes the carrots across my stove. That's okay. It's like Sam's Club when I went last time didn't have this regular carrots. So we use these, and we don't really like eating these anymore. The kids did when they were little and bought them forever, but they really like, they just don't taste as good. So I get like regular carrots, and they're like, they taste more like a carrot. I was like, yeah, that's fair. So I just dropped that in there. Okay, let's keep this sauteed. Flinging carrots everywhere. I'm thinking, did I add paprika? I just put my spices away. I'm like, did I add paprika to the tomato soup? I don't remember if I did or not. It's okay. Okay, this is gonna get sauteed for a few minutes, and then we'll add the flour to it. It'll thicken it, and then you basically add all of your stuff to it. But again, you know what I couldn't do? Just mix it all up. I'm just thinking out loud here. Let's do something a little different. Let's add some of the broccoli, not all of it, some of it. About half of it. And then what I'm gonna do is cook this. I'll just kind of cook this down a little bit, and then I'm gonna add the flour to it, stir it up. I'll add my water to start making my broth, and I'll use my immersion blender to kind of mix it a little bit better. And then I will, I don't mind this being pureed, and I'll add more broccoli, let it come to a boil. That way we've got some broccoli in there, but you also have some pureed in there. So that'll work out good. I was just thinking like, how am I gonna do all this? Let that do its thing. So here you have a good base for it, all kind of pureed, couple chunks of carrot here, and that's good. I'm gonna add the rest of my frozen soup and more broccoli. After having it at a restaurant, Panera, and at Publix, I'm like, this is way better, I think. I'm gonna add some milk to this, but I just had this left over. Cheese from nachos, so and that other container there had a little bit more cheesy in the soup, so this will be good. Even though we really like this for coffee, I don't mind adding it in here because Jensen does not eat this one, so this can be our full of dairy. He likes potato soup, which I'll do in just a minute. So just let this come to a boil and cook, and we've got broccoli cheesy soup real quick. Delicious. I think that's all I'm gonna add. Some people like it more watery, like I've had it. Publix was pretty thick, but it wasn't, it was thick, but there was no flavor. Panera's pretty good, but it's a little bit more watery, and it's just more thinner. You don't get the chunks like I feel like when you make it homemade. So let this come to a boil. The tomato soup I put in glass jars because I was thinking, I'm like, I don't have many containers for whatever reason. They're like used up. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to be careful what I put in. So I'm just gonna kind of smash this because there's chunks of chicken in here. Now when I do my meat, like restock up, remind me if I remember, when I do my chicken, like last time I cut it in chunks because I was like, oh, no big deal. I'll just smash it when I go to use the recipes, but it would save not having to smash this down. So I will try to remember to do that. I make fajita meat, I make it 2 things of like family-sized chicken and cook it on the smoker and then freeze it. And it's been in the freezer for a few months. It's awesome because you already have chicken already made, but I kind of cut it in big chunks. So, because I got a little tired at the end, I think. And it's okay. So you just gotta do a little more smashing. Going through, I'm like, I don't really have chicken noodles, but I do have this cavatappi pasta, so I'll probably just add this in to get all that. So we'll see how that looks. Okay, for potato broccoli chowder, I want to cook and saute. We've got all these bacon end pieces because we don't like the fatty stuff. So I'm gonna, in here I've got onion and garlic and this bacon in here. We'll just let this kind of cook to get all the fatty stuff off, and then we'll take it out and then we'll add the rest. Wrong burner. Okay, getting things done. So potato soup, next thing to do, I'm gonna get my beast of a food processor out. It's the only thing I love for chopping up potatoes because you can do a whole lot at one time. You can do the handy chopper too, which is much cheaper. This works for veggies, so I am sauteing that. I'm gonna just peel it because you just stick it in and it chops it off. I don't even have to do anything. It's kind of nice. Let me just cut the skin off these and then we will rinse them off. Okay, kids came down, got food. So soup is done here. This one is done back here, and I've got my chicken noodle is done as well. So what I'm gonna do is chop potatoes in here in the big old beast of a chopper, let it just dice it. I'll add it to the container for the potato soup. I'll have delicious soup. Tried out pans, I washed that one real quick because the other one's kind of got black on the bottom just from the broccoli, or not the broccoli, from the bacon kind of cooking in it. Just thinner stainless steel. So let's chop all these up. A beast of a machine. So what I'm going to do is chop up cabbage in here as well, because not today but this week I'm going to do egg rolls, so I feel like this thing is great to do it. So let me turn this on here. We're going to do this one a little bit different too. Let me add all these potatoes. Now the only thing I don't have is cream of chicken soup to this. I don't have any cream of mushroom or cream of chicken because I used it up the last time, so I'm just going to add a little bit of chicken bouillon here and we're going to make it work. So what you do to this, you add the can of cream of chicken soup to it. I think it makes it a little bit thicker. So what I'll do is I have instant potato flakes. I'll add that to it. You just kind of do what you gotta do, but this is great. Made myself a little spurtle, which are all dirty. Making all the soups today. Okay, so I'm thinking here, I've got carrots and celery that we have not eaten up that I cut up. Going through thinking, gathering up fragments, even though it's Wednesday. I'm probably gonna put, and I got an onion too. So why don't I put like my, the carrots in here. I know carrots aren't so good if you just put them right in the freezer, but if I'm gonna saute them up, I think they'll be okay. So I'm gonna put, I'll do the celery first, and like some of it will get stuck in there. I'll do the carrots, then I've got an onion, I'm gonna use that up, and then I'll do the cabbage at the end. That way I'll kind of take some to freeze, some for egg rolls, and be good.
Don't remember feeling this low before. Searching for you, but silence is what I'm finding.
Thing's a beast and gets so much chopping done. So this is good. I'll take the end of it, put it away for the egg rolls, and the rest put in a bag and just put in the freezer. All right, took a few minutes and put things in containers. So I've got all my pretzels in containers, cookies and a little bit of brownies left over. I gotta put this in a bag. I put the cabbage in a bag. I wasn't sure how to store it, but Google said just store it in a bag. I'll put that in the refrigerator. This is just, I'll throw this in soup or something. I know we'll use it for something. I just didn't want it to go to waste. This I'll probably just use like in cabbage vegetable soup. It'll work out. Carrots, usually better to blanch them, but I don't mind eating my soup. So I'll put this in the freezer and refrigerator. Potato soup's super easy. I'm gonna add milk to this, sour cream, potato flakes, and that's it.
In these jeans and cracks in this heart, tear stains on t-shirts, I'm falling apart. But this thing I know is that you are my hope, and I trust in you. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Oh, I do.
This is perfect. We've got soup. Okay, that's gonna be amazing. That is amazing. Right there, we got our potato bacon chowder right here, our chicken noodle. Look at all those noodles, all good. I'm glad I did half and not that whole box. So this will kind of sit for a minute, cool. We'll put it in containers to put in the refrigerator. So I've got soups for the next day or two, and then I've got my pretzels. Those will be really good to go with it. Cookies are delicious. I had one. I gotta think about dinner here based on who's gonna be here. So give me 1 second to do some thinking, and I'll start that. Trying to find containers. I've got these. So I'll put my soup. I think the soup will go in one of those. I guess I just use those for There you go. I just use those for veggies, but that'll work for soup. There you go. There's a whole thing. That's actually works out really good. Maybe the potato will go on the other one. Got a mess going on everywhere. But we're getting there. Okay, let me put this in here. Okay, I decided what I'm gonna do today. I was gonna do I have 3 different choices. One was a pesto ranch chicken, another one was Parmesan crusted Longhorn chicken, and the other one was creamy garlic chicken balls. And I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with creamy garlic chicken balls just because of the amount of people and who's gonna be here. So we're gonna end the ease of it right now. So I'm gonna I looked up a bunch of recipes because who knows where I saw the original one. Right here, we've got ground chicken. I'm gonna put in it breadcrumbs. These are the ones that I use with my raw chicken, remember, to coat. So I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna put a bunch of spices. I'm gonna do a little bit of Parmesan garlic Italian, pepper, salt. I'm gonna also do a little bit of spinach in here. We're gonna form it into balls, and then I think I'm gonna bake them. I was gonna fry them, but I think I'm just gonna bake them in the oven. Easier, that's okay to do. And then we'll make a sauce. I think it'll be delicious. Let's just make something up. Oh wait. Actually, this was not breadcrumbs that touched the chicken. This was my homemade breadcrumbs. Remember that? I just remembered that. Actually, so I don't need to, I'll use the other one. Sorry, I was thinking these were the ones for the chicken. This was the Hawaiian stuffing. That's what it was. I was just thinking, I'm like, which one is this one? And then spinach, I'm just gonna crumble it here. Just crumble it in your hands. It'll all break apart. That'll work out really good. Just something a little bit different. My hands are a little frozen because they were a little bit icy in there. So I'm going to roll these out into balls, put them on a sheet, put them in the oven. You know, I was going to put them on in the pan, but I feel like they're going to kind of get stuck together. So I feel like I'm going to do like I do my little chicken bites because they're kind of squishy. Probably could have added some more breadcrumbs. I just haven't made this in a while. This will feed a lot of people. It doesn't look like much, but these are definitely hearty little meatballs. And then we're going to make like some noodles, pasta, and I'm going to open a jar of Alfredo sauce and soup it up a little bit with some garlic and yummy stuff and make delicious. This is going to be perfect. Look at that. That's actually on the whole cookie sheet. Okay, let's put this in the oven and bake it. The bulk of my food making is done now, so I'm gonna let the kids come in, put dishes away, clean up the chicken meatballs, or cook it in the oven. That'll be done for that, and then just make pasta and a sauce. It'll be very simple, so come back in a minute. Okay, we got the kitchen cleaned up here. I'm getting stuff out again. Putting away cookies, putting away the pretzels and the soups and everything else. We are stocked, which is really good. So what I'm doing, this turned out good. I'm glad I put them on parchment paper. So what I'm gonna do, when it gets close to dinner, I got a pot of water. I'm gonna put it to a boil, put some pasta in there. I think I have a spaghetti, and that's quite all right. Doesn't matter if you have that or linguine. Then I'm gonna make, I'm gonna take a jar of this, add a little bit of half and half in butter, Parmesan cheese and garlic, and create like a creamy, basically Alfredo, but stretch it, creamy sauce. And then we're gonna put the meatballs in it, serve that over pasta. That's gonna be dinner tonight. Let's take on creamy garlic chicken balls. I'm like, that looks really good, but I'll do it my own way. So this worked out very good. So what a good day. I've got all of my treats made, cookies made, and all the soups made. We are gonna be set for quite some time here, at least for the next little week until we have to do it again. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm keeping it short today because this mama's gotta finish up here and then head on out. So you have a fantastic rest of your day. Come back tomorrow. We got some more encouragement, and then Friday we'll do some more stuff around the house. All right, we'll see ya. Bye.